All right. Good. All right. Well, so we'll have adults on this side, and then kids on this side. So Mr. Hammer, you'll be in the back, and then Mrs. Sharpie, you'll be in the back. Mrs. Gasca and Mr. Daniel. Okay, Sabina and Noah, and then here, and then Riley will be just coming right there. All right, from here, face the flags, please. Chidit, Kuke de Kingnam. Turn and face your parents, please. Chidit, 사부님께 경례. Or excuse me, 부모님께 경례. Face me. chedit, 사부님께 경례. 안녕하십니까? 도장훈. 하나, 명예. 둘, 장열. 셋, 봉사. 정신에도 하사불상. All right, let's warm it up real quick. Hands in the hips. Turn and hold your neck to the left. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Other side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Chin down into the chest. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And interlock your hands together. Waist rotations. 2 counts to the left, 2 counts to the right. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 둘, 둘, 셋, 넷, 셋, 둘, 셋, 넷, 넷, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 둘, 셋, 넷, 여섯, 둘, 셋, 넷, 일곱, 둘, 셋, 넷, 여덟, 둘, 셋, 넷, 아홉, 둘, 셋, 넷, 열, 둘, 셋. And feet together now. Hands on the knees. Rotate your knees. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Other way. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Spread the feet 2 shoulders apart. Keep those feet pointed straight ahead. Angle your body to the right side and stretch. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And up. Other side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And good. All right, go ahead and flare your feet out just a little bit. Yeah. From here, you're going to go left arm down to right foot, and then right arm down to left foot. Alternate arms. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. All right, good. All right, shake it out just a little bit. All right. So what kick would you do we need help with or work on? Any? All of them? All the above? I heard side kick. I heard reverse spinning hook kick. Tornado kick. Well, we can work on jump kicks in regular class for you guys. So, let's see. Because we did side kick last week. So, all right. Let's do tornado kicks real quick. So. All right, so everyone, fighting stance. Yeah. So, tornado kick, right? Our motion is like a tornado, right? We want to be spinning. We want to be turning. So, it's important that you don't bring your leg out really wide, right? Imagine yourself like an ice skater, right? The tighter you can make that spin, the faster you'll turn. Okay. The key though is a lot of times what we try to do is, oh, I think like I have to move forward on my tornado kick. All right. What you're actually doing is you're spinning in place and then hopping forward. That's the tornado kick motion. Okay. So it's not, I'm trying to cover distance and kick. Okay, I don't want to do that when I do my tornado kick. I actually just want to stay in place, stay vertical here, and then kind of hop forward when I do the roundhouse. Okay, so a couple of things to keep in mind. The spin. If you spin on the entire bottom of your foot, you tend to get stuck. Friction. So, if you can get up on the ball of your foot, the rotation is a lot easier. Okay, so we want to spin, keep the knee tight. So bring your knee up high, right? But stay in place, balanced on that front foot. Get that knee all the way around to the front before you start your roundhouse kick motion. That's the key. Okay? If you don't turn all the way and you start your roundhouse kick motion, then it turns into what we call like a pseudo roundhouse crescent kick motion. Right? Because our knee doesn't get turned over, our toes are kind of turned up, and we're trying to shoot it as a roundhouse kick, and we swing it around. Okay, so go ahead and let's, at least for the time being, just work on the spin and then just a little hop. Okay, there you go. Oh, since we're socially distanced, if you would like to remove your mask, you are welcome to do so. If not, if you want to keep it on, that's fine too. Okay, so you can go ahead and throw the kick too. All right, the key is, it's a roundhouse kick motion. So we want that knee kind of pointed a little sideways. So as you're moving forward just a little bit, try to stay on the line or try to stay in a straight line. Okay, because a lot of times, sometimes our momentum pulls us off the line and then we start going into someone else's row or whatever. Okay. Now, when you practice these spin kicks, right, you will get dizzy if you continuously practice the same side. Yeah. All right. So realistically, you should probably be able to do, 3 or 4 kicks before getting really, really, really dizzy. Should be able to do at least 3 to 4 kicks. All right. Unless you have vertigo or something like that, then it makes it a little bit more difficult. You might only get 1 or 2 kicks. All right. But you have to be intentional. When you start your spin, you have to be intentional to bring the back knee up, right? And try to spin quickly. There you go. Yeah, the only problem with your roundhouse kick motion, sir, is there's no tuck in it. So it's like, so you're picking your leg up to kick from here versus from here. All right. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to kick with the heel back by our hindquarters as far as we can. Nope. It's a good spin, just falling backward though. Yeah. It's always something. I know, right? So part of this is as you spin, go ahead. You spin. Okay, so that one I caught. Yeah, and that's fine. So what I'm trying to do is see right now you're starting this way, so your axis is always going, when you start to spin, you're going to be here. So here, right? Yeah, just kind of imagine, kind of thinking, I want to push up to here as I start. So just a little shift forward and lift. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, you just have to take your time with it. You just have to kind of one, right? Yes, that's better. That one's better.
Right. Is it easier to kick something, sir? Not necessarily.
No, it's not bad, sir. Yeah, all right. No, that's good.
So you spin all, I mean, how do you get that control where you start with the front?
You want to retract, right? It's the timing of the kick. So the question was, how do you get it so that when I spin, I hit my target in the front and then I don't fall over to the side? Okay. Part of that is, once again, just like we do with any kick. If you do a roundhouse kick and you don't retract, what happens? Right? You land off target, right? So even with tornado kick, even though we're spinning up in the air, you still want to retract if you want to stop your momentum, right? It's like, okay, all my momentum's going here, but then, the pullback stops this from continuing and getting you off balance. There you go. There you go. Not bad. Good. And the way this kick gets faster is the spin. It's only based on the spin. It's not about how fast you bring your knee up or anything. It's about how fast you can spin. The faster you spin, the faster your kick will be. The other thing too, especially for the seasoned group, right? Relax. I would always encourage you to kind of and then move, make your move. Because a lot of times, because this gives you anxiety, right? You walk in there going, oh my gosh, I can't do this kick, or I don't do this kick very good, and you're already stressing out about it, you tense up. So the shoulders kind of come up here and everything stiffens up. Yes. Just a whole calamity of stress and anxiety that you don't need to put yourself through. So it's just relaxing. That's the key. And you should find once you relax, kind of exhale out and then throw the kick, it seems to be a little more connected and it moves a little bit easier. Right? We want to be fluid. That's the main thing, is to be as fluid as possible. Okay, we don't want to be very choppy. We just want to be fluid. All right.
So when we do our 3 in a row, though,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna put our foot down, right? And then, so step and then
And just keep going. Yeah. Yeah. And then kick Mr. Daniel. Yeah. So you see that one there, you should still be turning here right into your kick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It takes practice to kind of keep everything in line. But yeah, so the thing about your butterfly kick motion is, if you start it too late, if you start it here, then yes, you're going to end up way over here. All right. You can start this one early, right? Finish here. Now I'm more closer to the line. Because remember, it's a crescent kick motion, right? You can start a crescent kick earlier. Nothing wrong with that. All right. We're working tornado kicks, Mr. Oliver. Okay. Make sure you're retracting. There you go. Okay. Try to get around quicker, Riley, right? You can use this in sparring. Right? Get that bonus point. You hit with this and you hit a body shot, right? Nice 4-point technique. You get the bonus points for the spin. So, yeah. There you go. A little hoppy, but just gonna keep the spin tight. Keep the spin tight. Oh, that was good. Yeah, I like that. Good.
It helped add a target, sir?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually, we can do this. Let's try. So I'll have you and Mrs. Schreiber work together. Just you guys alternate after a few kicks. You and Mr. Hammer. All right, Sabina and Noah, and then Riley and Addie. Just do a few. So while they're getting water, go ahead. So your snap is off. You see how you're still kind of coming up. Yeah. This is why, like I said, we struggled at the tournament to score points because we can't get that knee turned over enough. So, see. And so yeah, just throw a few. Just alternate frequently back and forth because you're gonna get dizzy. Yeah. Just alternate frequently. Oliver, if you want to, I would kick on your bag. Or kick the bike. That's fine too. There's always one show off in the class. There's always one. Right? See how he downplays it? It's like, I can only do it a couple times. I don't want to put the standard up too high. Instep of the foot, yes. Instep, top of your foot. Instep. That's your instep. Yes. Yeah, right here. Yeah, instep. Yes. This is not the instep. Oh, no. That's the arch. No, instep. Yeah, the instep is here. Top of your foot. So it's all, yeah, it's all about distance control too. Right? Now that you have a target, you have to be, a little bit of distance control. Yeah. Well, he's got it pretty high for you too. I would say here. No. No, you didn't. You didn't even get to it. See, that's the problem. See, right now you're making contact with this part. Yeah, because we're not getting that hip turned around. Slow it down. So bring the knee up and around. Just stay on the ground. 1. Okay. Yeah. So from here, practice this part here. Yep. You see how you're still. So this is kind of like how we diagnose technique, right? So one of the things here, see, he's still hitting with the instep. You can you can definitely see it. All you gotta do is just watch his knee. See, that one was better. See, he forced it, that one. See, he's not used to that. And see, he's fighting it too because of his shoulder. He's pulling back when he does this. Now he's going to try to change it. But you can see how it kind of hangs. Yeah, we come through. That'll help this come around. Yeah. See, still watch his shoulder. You see how it's still back? Watch. What it is, it's a mechanism to stop kicking all the way through. It's a mechanism to be able to stay in line. A lot of people do this. Yeah, bring the shoulder around. Yeah, we're forcing. I want you to turn like this way. So it's the same thing here, right? When we do this, I want you to turn. But the problem is, once again, people are worried because they end up here, too far over the side.
Let me see if I do my right leg.
See this side, yeah, but see, you can tell if you look at his upper body, it's a lot different than what he does on the other side. See how it comes around? It comes late, right? You see how he's kind of holding it back, but it does come around. Okay, now switch to the other side. Now watch his upper body here. So bring that left shoulder around. There you go. That's better. See, now he's starting to come around a little bit more. But see, now the only thing is
Now I gotta flatten this side.
it's not just that, it's your timing. You don't know when to extend so that you can hit like that, right? Because what's happening sometimes, because you did this now, you're here and then now you're trying to hit it and you're not getting any pop on it, right? It's all about timing. So it's, where do I start my kick, right? It's the same thing like if I spin faster and keep my kick the exact same way, I'm not going to get a good solid hit, right? Because my velocity is coming much quicker. So if I keep lifting it in the same spot, let's say I lift here and I come to here, right? At a moderate speed. If I increase the speed and I don't increase the lift speed, right? I'm going to be here and then my lift is going to be here, right? Instead of here where it needs to be, all right? There's a lot of factors that go into it because when we talk about tornado kick, any of these spinning kicks, there's lots of variables that you have to understand, right? It's not just distance control, right? Knowing where, how far to stand away. It's also about how fast you turn because your body is used to habit. Your body picks up whenever you do this kick, you tend to pick up at the exact same time that you normally do. So if you're going at one pace and you're able to hit consistently, and then I tell you to speed up your spin, right? You speed up your spin, you go faster, but then you lift the same way. So what happens? Your lift is late now, and then you don't hit the target as good. So as you learn to go faster, you have to learn to also lift earlier so that you can still get that timing down. All right. There's a lot to think about. Well, once again, some people make it look good make it look easy because of the fact that they've got the timing down, right? Whether they go slow or fast, right? If I go slow, boom, I can get my timing down. But if I go faster here and I wait, then see, I miss my target. I'm extending too late. So I have to make sure that if I'm spinning faster, I have to start my kick earlier to hit the target, right? Just things to think about, right? Once again, we're just looking for fluidity of movement. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right, just a couple more minutes of these kicks. You can't tell what she's doing? Well, you don't have testosterone. Okay, this is the testosterone thing, right? This is a macho complex thing. They're trying to blast it as hard as they can. Just a little competition to see, is Mr. Hammer's kick stronger or is Mr. Daniel's kick stronger? That's all they're doing right now. It's just a matching of egos, all right? Sure, help each other. That's one of it, but the other thing too is, once again, right? She's quick to retract. You're quick to retract. It's like you heard the word retract. I got to retract my kick. So it's one. Yeah, it's you don't even get to the target a lot of times. Right? You want to hear the sound and then pull back. That's what you want. Mhm. See, now the timing's off, right? Now we changed one little thing. Now her timing's off. She's getting a little dizzy too. Yeah.
Or frustrated either way.
Oh, hold on. I better back up then. Ooh. Yeah, usually it hurts them a little more than it hurts us when we hold it. Well, it's hard, you know. If you have a bad holder, then it makes it hard. I can make anyone like I can make your kick sound really good too.
You can make my kick sound
I
good.
can. Huh? Go ahead. Go ahead and do this side. All right, go ahead. You go try again. Don't kick him. Why you keep kicking low? I'm like a. Okay. Okay, so did you hear that sound? All right, go ahead. Try again. All right. You see you're retracting too early again. Hit and pull back. Yeah, she's pulling right back. Okay, so it's a little bit. So let's try the other side now. Okay, so that one there, her knee was past the target before she snapped. That's why it was like more of a thud sound versus this. So if she gets the timing right, go ahead. See, now it's a little bit, now you get a little bit more of a pop. It's all about the timing, all right? It's all about where is your knee relative to this paddle when you're here, all right? If it's here, then you're gonna get a good snap. If it's here, you're gonna get a thud, all right? If it's here, you're not gonna get to the target. The knee position is critical. I mean, and that's one of the things as an instructor, we have to pay attention. What is their knee doing? What's the knee position? I have the knees like this, and yeah, they're gonna hit it, but they'll hit it with more of the scraping it with the toes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know it's frustrating, so it's not an easy kick. All right.
And you got it up.
She's been working on it.
I know. Well, it's not, I know.
Once again, don't tense up though. Relax though. Relax. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good habit to get into is when you're doing your combination, and then go. Or even as you're exhaling, start moving. Boom, 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 boom. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. Go ahead and take a break. Hey, Oliver, when you do that, try to double it up. So hit the tornado and then follow up with the second roundhouse in the air. Bam, bam. Yeah, hit it and then follow it up with the other leg. 1, 2. Yeah. Work on that. Pop, pop. There you go. No, you can put it away. Yeah, you're not bringing your shoulder around.
I know, because that one I was tense. I did.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to exhale, but then
Yeah. Once again, it's about being fluid.
I know.
It's much more.
And this one is not one I know.
Oh, no. So, you know the way you practice? It's easy, right? Instead of starting with the jumping, right? Just start with boom.
Oh, do that instead.
Mm-hmm. Stay on the ground and 1, 2. All right. That's what you work on. And you increase the speed here. 1, 2. And you work on increasing the speed, keeping everything real tight. 2.
Well, 'cause I have so many bad habits right now. And one was always trying to spin on my head.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm slowly getting better with that ball.
Yeah.
But on this kick, to get the speed up, you gotta be able to.
Mm-hmm. Of course. I mean, some people do it on the heel. They can rotate on the heel, but they eventually. Oh yeah, of course not. And eventually, like I said, you're gonna feel it in your knees and your hips.
Yeah, so far I have no knee problems. So I'm just like, I gotta really.
We don't say those things.
Yeah.
We don't.
I mean, that's why that's why I'm so focused on like the technique of every kick, because if you don't concentrate on that kind of stuff, especially for for us as adults, right? We start to feel things. Like for me, because of all the bad training and stuff, it's hard for me to jump. It's very painful for me to jump. Jumping stationary, so jumping here and coming straight up like that, very painful for me. I feel it right underneath my kneecaps. Now if I'm stepping, like if I, this kind of stuff, I don't have a problem with that. But it's the stationary jump, like a jumping over side kick, jumping fronts, that 360 reverse jump, very painful for me to do.
Do you think sort of the butterfly kick is easier to learn because of the head thing? I mean, for me,
Well, yeah, yes and no. I mean, it depends, because there are people that struggle with getting the lifter muscle. The thing about the butterfly kick is it's dangerous because a lot of people pull here. They pull here because they get stuck and then they try to yank this around. All right, ask Mr. Hammer.
Well, that happened to me with chunk one. With that chunk one, you have to hit your hand.
Mm-hmm. And you have to land. Yep. Mm-hmm.
it was always easier for me for whatever reason. I feel like because I mean, it was easier to do that
Mhm.
than it is to do that.
Yeah.
My hips, whatever.
See, for me, I don't do that. Two-man or that.
Well, I told you. I mean, that's how you protect it, right? I mean, part of that is getting the rotation, turning your body, turning the shoulder. That's key.
And the faster your neck turns, the faster your.
Well, yes and no. I mean, you got to be careful with that as well too, because you can give yourself a stinger doing that too. Huh? I used to get that all the time because old school, you used to be. That was old school. You turn your head and then you move. Huh? New school says no, move everything together. So as I'm turning, boom, head moves with the
Kinda makes
body.
sense.
Huh? Yeah. Well, it's just old school, right? It's too choppy. It's not connected, right? Yeah. Smooth with power, right? So. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's so.
Yeah, that'd be like a little baby hippo trying to run over a giraffe.
Jeez.
My little-
I'll run at any pace you want to run.
Okay, I'll sit in the car and you run right next to it.
11-minute mile.
11 minutes. I used to be 8.
That's my ultra pace. 10:30 to 11-minute mile.
Ultra. That's 100 miles. It's nuts.
I know, right? I used to do 8-minute miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad, right? It's respectable anyway. I couldn't get below that though.
All right. So let's use the rest of this class. Let's work on our takedowns. Let's work on takedowns a little bit. Don't worry about doing the entire takedown all the way to the ground. Just work on just the movements and all that. So, all right, Noah, you and Sabina need to. You guys need to work on your left sides. Okay. Miss Addie, how old are you now? 13?
13 in July, sir.
Okay. So I would practice both sides, both left and rights. Okay.
Four. Trying to remember 4.
Hmm?
Four,
It's okay.
So
Come up underneath. 1, 2. Front side throw down.
inside,
Inside the foot.
inside,
1.
and then
Pull to your left or pull to your right. Yeah. Left arm to the right. Don't go all the way down. Okay, just do the motions. Okay. All right. You guys are changing people on your own. Who's teaching this class? Seven is knife hand and chin strike. You didn't.
Oh, yeah, I have to step through.
Yes. Boom. There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm. Chances are, if you throw her over here like this, you'll probably just punch here or kick this way. Because you may be here up against the leg, depending. So, yeah, just be flexible, knowing that you could punch. You could punch, or if it's a little bit out of your range, then you can kick. It might be difficult to stomp because of their positioning. It might be hard to get the leg up and be able to stomp in a good position. So I'd rather kick it, like a punt kick, or punch, depending. Any questions?
Sorry. No, sir.
No, you guys good? 1 through 10. Okay, good. Okay, try it again. Come here. Face punch, stomach punch. No. This way. 2. All right. Yeah, that way you can hook. All right, and then drop down. Okay.
Stay low so you can jack. With George, that hit around the waist.
But just come up. Make sure you come up underneath and then here. That way you can. Yep. Because that helps create leverage. Yep. Yeah, you have to be careful, ma'am, that you don't grab the forearm. You're grabbing really far down here. I would
Okay.
be. I want to be here,
Okay.
right? Because a lot less meatier here,
Okay.
right? Because you're going to be fighting with him. He's going to resist,
Uh-huh.
especially if you're going slow. He's going to try to resist getting pulled back here,
Okay.
right? He'll try to extend this out as much as he can. Because if I get here, he can't extend. Can you extend, sir? All right. And then I have all the leverage. No, it doesn't matter what size I am, but I have to get it to here. All right. So, but if I'm grabbing here, a little bit harder than here. One. There you go. Good. Mhm. Step back with your left, create the space. Block with your right hand. One. Step through with the left, and then bring that left leg all the way around. Yep. Good. Oh, no, no. You want to keep the right leg where it's at.
Also, just
Yeah.
come around like this.
There you go. Good. Yep. Yep. Because then once you get her down, then you'll follow here with the right.
Reduce that one.
You'll throw, yeah, because you'll throw them down, right? You'll throw them to the ground and then,
So in testing, are we really throwing that one down to the ground?
no,
Or
no, 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 no.
everything else?
You can. There you go. Yeah.
Or it's okay to kick too. If the,
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just going to be a low kick because they're going to be flat on their back on this one.
I just think try to kick you in the ribs.
Yeah. Yeah. So we do the stomp typically because, like I said, they'll be flat on their back and it's easy to get to the chest area or the gut area for a stomp. Yeah. All right, couple minutes left. Any questions? Okay, so things have to be fluid, okay? So we can't, right? When you guys get ready to test for your next levels, right? Everything has to be fluid, and it can't be like punch, right? Um, okay, it can't be like that. Okay, you got to be able to keep everything fluid. One, two, right away. Bam, bam, bam. All right. All you got to know your movements. That's where the confidence comes into play. Very important. Okay. Remember, you guys are black belts. You're expected to know this, right? When you're working with someone, they're going to ask you questions. Am I doing this right? And if you don't know it, then right, you can't tell them if they're doing it right or wrong. And they expect you to know. All right? Especially because you guys are also instructors in training. Got to know this stuff. All right? Okay. Especially if you want them to respect you the same way they respect me. Because you guys train with them. So sometimes they think that they're just your buds, your friends. All right. And so it's hard for you to tell them to do something and they do it. All right. You had a hard time a little bit with William. All right. Because he didn't want to listen. All right. And so that's where it's important. All right. You got to keep him on task. No. All right. You got, man, that's where you have to keep him on task when you're working with him. Okay. So it's a learning process. Okay, sir? All right. Okay. Good. You have all 10 now, sir?
Yes,
We're
I gotta
working it.
practice them.
No, no, that's fine. That's good.
These are in the dance moves.
Yeah, right.
That was the dance move number 10.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you gotta keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's down here, then
Like,
it's kind of
yeah.
gimpy. Up and close.
That's right.
How far do you want to step in?
Just enough to get your rotation, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to step through there. So once you're, bring the leg around again. So bring your left foot all right there. Yep. So you're in front stance. You're gonna throw her down this way, and then the right foot comes up and stomps or kicks.
Just gotta keep it close.
Yeah.
Take it too
The
big.
more you do it, the easier it is. 'Cause
Yeah. It's just all it is 1, 2.
you don't have to do multiple.
Yeah. 1, 2. Yep. Yeah.
Pivot on the right foot. Pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
One step, pivot.
Yep. And then when we reverse it, then it'll be pivoting on your other foot. No, you moved the wrong foot again. She's telling you all this because she made the same mistakes
Many times. I tried
when
to
we were
do
going
that.
through. Yeah, I was like, "You're turning the wrong way, ma'am." I'm standing there and she's going this way. I'm like, "No, wrong way, ma'am."
Well, 'cause it's like, it's for your brain to turn forward.
Mhm. Yeah.
So their arms like this.
Well, once again, we know. So, I mean, obviously we could be jerks about it and, throw a counterattack in there or whatever. But in real life, typically people don't understand. Yeah, exactly. And, a lot of times what's our natural instinct is to step away. Right. So when someone actually steps in, it kind of freezes the person a little bit too,
If I were to attack somebody as soon as they went into this stance, I'd be like, okay, we're good. Chances are you know something that I don't.
Yeah. Well, once again, but see, your estrogen, testosterone says no. Oh, you know something, huh? Let's see what you got, right? That's what testosterone does.
Well, there was another female in this.
A lot of guys, they just act crazy. They can't do anything. They
Yeah.
just act crazy. I see guys that don't know how to fight at all, just like get loud and crazy. People like,
Makes a big deal. Yeah, makes a big difference.
your clothes off, people like, no way, man.
Yeah.
Your shirt off.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
They're like, okay, man, you're crazy. I'm out of here.
All right, go ahead and face your partners, please. Shake hands or high fives or air high fives, whatever. All right, let's finish up real quick. Great job, everyone. All right, from here, face the flags. Turn and face your parents, please. 부모님께 경례. And turn and face me. 사부님께 경례. 운동 끝. 정말요. Have a good night. Just a reminder, closed on Monday for Memorial Day. And then testing is 2 weeks from Thursday. Testing starts 2 weeks from Thursday. So, all right. No pressure for those that are testing.
Same sparring schedule this week, sir?
Same schedule, yes. All right. So, class dismissed. Have a good one, everyone.
I am not getting any updates again.
Really?
And
I
I sent
think
an
it-
email and I didn't get any response. So now I'm like,
I don't think.
email like 9 hours.
I don't think so. Let's take a look.
On either one, I'm not getting it.
See, I don't know what you
'Cause I
did.
didn't realize it till Tuesday, and then I was like, I haven't got an update.
Let's take a look and see.